everyone. Ready to ditch those interview jitters and like really own that next job interview? We're going to dive into some seriously practical tips to help you do just that. Especially, if English isn't your first language. Let's be real, just saying you're passionate, those days are over. It just doesn't cut it anymore.
It's so true.
We're breaking down this YouTube video. It's by CareerVids, and they promise like the top 10 English sentences to just ace any interview.
Okay.
But, and this is the good part, we're not just taking these phrases, at face value.
Right.
We're going deeper. We're going to look at like why they work and how you can make them your own.
Absolutely. It's like that, that saying, like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right.
Except in job interviews, it's kind of more like, it's not just what you say, but it's how you connect it to your value.
I like that, showing, not just telling.
Yes.
So what's the first little gem from this YouTube video?
Well, they start off with, thank you for this opportunity.
Okay.
And I know, like, that might seem really basic.
Yeah.
But there's actually a surprising amount of research on first impressions.
Interesting.
And it turns out, starting with gratitude, like, really disarming. And it creates this positive vibe for, the rest of the conversation.
It's so true. Have you ever noticed how, like, some interviewers, they start off and it feels more like an interrogation than an actual conversation?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like expressing gratitude just right off the bat kind of shifts that energy,
Exactly. You're kind of subtly saying, hey, I'm approaching this like a two-way street. Like, you value their time and the fact that you even have this opportunity to be there. It's subtle, but it's really powerful.
It makes a difference. Okay, so what's next on their list of like interview magic phrases?
Well, they go for the classic, I'm passionate about this work and industry, but, and this is important, they don't stop there. They actually recommend connecting that passion to, like, tangible outcomes. So things like increased productivity.
Okay, so instead of just saying like, oh, I love marketing, you'd say something.
Exactly. You could say,
Yeah.
my passion for marketing, it pushes me to constantly analyze data and find creative ways to actually improve those campaign, performance numbers.
Oh, okay.
See the difference?
Yeah. It's night and day. You're not just like saying you're passionate, you're actually showing it and how that passion gets those results.
Yes.
That's how you grab their attention. Okay, what's next on the list? Give me more.
Number 3 is, one of my strengths is, which, is a super common interview question. But where this phrase is really powerful is it kind of sets you up to deliver this killer example using the STAR method.
The STAR method, remind me what that is again?
Of course. So STAR stands for situation, task, action, result. It's a way to tell a story that, like, really showcases your skills and what you've learned. So instead of just saying, I'm a problem solver,
Right.
you would use this phrase to launch into this really specific example.
Give me an example. You know I love a good story.
Right. So let's say your strength is communication. You could say, one of my strengths is clear, concise communication. In my last role, I noticed our team was constantly missing deadlines because, honestly, expectations were unclear.
Yeah.
So I took the initiative to put in place this new project management system that really clearly outlined tasks, deadlines, responsibilities. And what happened was it drastically cut down on missed deadlines and really improved communication overall.
Wow. So that's the difference. It's
Right.
not just stating it, it's demonstrating it. You've got the situation, the task, the action, and then boom, the positive result. It's concise, it's impactful, it shows you can walk the walk. Okay, what is next on this list of interview-winning phrases?
This one, I'm a little hesitant about. It's, I am very organized and extremely focused. These intensifiers, the very and the extremely, they can kind of backfire.
I see what you mean. It's like, I get it, you're trying to really emphasize your strengths, but it's almost like you're trying too hard, like you're compensating for something.
Right. It's like adding too much salt to a dish,
Yeah.
A little bit is good, but too much can ruin it. Instead of, like, using intensifiers to boast about being extremely focused,
Yeah.
you could kind of flip the script and use it to showcase your self-awareness.
Ooh, okay. Now I'm intrigued. How would you do that?
For example, like if the interviewer asks about, like, weaknesses, you could say, I sometimes get so, like, engrossed in my work that I can be a little slow to pivot when priorities change. However, I'm actively working on improving my flexibility by. And then you can outline a specific strategy, like time blocking for task switching or just regularly checking in with your manager for any updates.
That's good. You're turning a weakness into like a strength. It shows you're self-aware, you want to improve. I like it. Okay, what else does this video suggest? This is good stuff.
Their next sentence is a real winner, especially like these days in the job market. I want to learn new skills and take on more responsibility.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now that is a phrase I can get behind. That's music to a hiring manager's ears, I think.
Yes.
But what makes it so effective? It seems so simple.
You'd be surprised. It subtly communicates a few key things that employers, they love. Number one,
Yeah.
it shows them that you're not just there for a paycheck. Like you
Yeah.
genuinely want to grow and develop those skills and, advance your career. Number two, it kind of implies, right, that you're ambitious and you actually want more responsibility.
Mm.
And companies, they love those employees who are proactive.
Yeah.
And they go above and beyond, right?
It's like you're saying, hey, I'm not afraid of a challenge, like, give me more.
Yes.
I can see why a hiring manager would love to hear that.
Exactly. And also, it highlights that you've got that growth mindset, which is like so important in today's job market.
Yeah.
It's basically saying, hey, I'm not going to stay stagnant. I'm here to learn, evolve, and help your company be even more successful.
It's like music to their ears.
Yes.
Okay, what is the next phrase on this list of, like, interview power moves?
Number 6 is another one that just screams, hire me. It's, I adapt quickly to new environments and embrace change positively.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm.
Especially these days, everything moves so fast.
Yeah.
Being adaptable is, like, essential, right? Nobody wants to hire someone who freaks out every time the software updates.
Exactly. By saying you're positive about change, it really shows that you're resilient, you're resourceful, and you're open to those new challenges. You're basically saying, give me all the curveballs, I can handle it.
Yeah, it's like you're giving them this little sneak peek into, like, your ability to just roll with the punches and thrive in any environment.
Yes.
I love it. All right, let's move on to some of the, like, meatier stuff. What's next?
Sentence number 7 is where you
Sure.
can really bring in your own experiences. A challenge I faced was, and here's how I handled it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Storytelling time. You know I love a good story. It's one thing to talk about your skills in theory, in the abstract,
Right.
but it's way more powerful to bring them to life with a good story.
Absolutely. Everybody has challenges at work, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's how you handle them. That's what makes you stand out. The YouTube video actually gives an example. Want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so they say, a challenge I faced was handling multiple projects with competing deadlines. I carefully prioritized tasks based on urgency and importance and maintained open communication with my team to ensure everyone was on track and informed of any adjustments.
Okay, that's a solid example. I like the bones of it.
Yeah.
But let's be real, it's a little generic.
It is.
Like, anyone could say that,
Right.
right? So how can someone listening take that basic framework and make it really shine?
I think it's all about adding those specific details and like showing those measurable results. Instead of saying, I prioritize tasks, maybe describe your method. Like, did you use a specific tool? Did you create a new system?
Right. Don't just say, I communicated with my team. Tell them how.
Exactly.
Like, did you have daily meetings? Did you create, like, a shared workspace online to keep everyone updated?
Yes. And most importantly, you've got to highlight that positive outcome. Did you meet your deadlines?
Right.
Did your new system actually improve things? The more specific, the better.
It's like show, don't tell. But for, like, job interviews? Okay, what's next on this list? Hit me with more tactical tips.
The next sentence is one I feel like people really mess up. I have researched your company.
Uh-oh.
Because so often this just means they like glanced at the About Us page on the website.
Ouch, yeah. I can feel the eye rolls from hiring managers everywhere. Like, come on, at least put in a little effort. So how do you actually do this right? How do you avoid that trap?
This is your time to shine. You've got to go deeper. Mention something specific that made you think, wow, this company is really doing something cool. Like, did you love their company culture? Was there a recent project that really impressed you?
Ooh.
Tell them what you found and why it matters to you.
Right. You're showing them that you actually care, that you're not just there for any job. There's something about their company that excites you. You did your homework and you actually want to learn more.
Yes, exactly. And don't forget about LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Like, look up the interviewer, the team you might be working with, even potential clients. It shows you're proactive and you actually want to build those relationships.
It's like LinkedIn stalking, but make it professional.
Right.
Okay, just kidding. But seriously, that extra effort, that little bit of research can really make you stand out. Okay, 2 more to go. What's next?
Number 9 is a real power move, disguised as a temple question. Can you tell me more about the team I'd be working with?
Ooh, that's a good one. It shows you're thinking about the bigger picture, like who you'd be spending 40 hours a week with. And let's be real, we all want to know who we might be working with.
Exactly. But it goes beyond just satisfying your curiosity. Asking those insightful questions, it's just as important as giving great answers. It shows that you're really engaged, that you're curious.
Plus, you get those insights into the team dynamics, leadership style, like what's the vibe? It's like getting a sneak peek behind the scenes.
Exactly. And you're subtly telling the interviewer that you're already picturing yourself as part of the team. And that can be very persuasive.
Subtle persuasion for the win. I like it. Okay, last but not least, what's the final phrase on this list?
This last one is all about showing initiative. Is there any additional information I can read to learn more about the company?
It's like, I'm so ready to learn, just give me more,
Yeah, it shows that you're like really thinking ahead. You're not just waiting for them to give you the information. You're going the extra mile. Plus, it lets you address any concerns they might have.
Ooh, that's smart.
Yeah,
Okay, so, we've covered a lot,
we have.
but one thing's for sure, these phrases, they're not just like empty words, right?
Definitely not.
It's all about the why,
Yeah.
the strategy.
Absolutely. When you use them right, they really help you shine, show off your skills, your personality.
We've talked about the how, right? Like the phrases themselves, but what about that big takeaway? What's the one thing you want our listeners to remember?
These phrases, honestly, they're just the beginning. What really makes the difference is when you bring in your own experience, your own unique skills. It's not just about saying the words, it's about showing them.
So don't just memorize a script, right?
No, no, no.
Become an interview robot.
Exactly. Be yourself. Let your personality come through. Be genuine, be curious, and show them you're not just there for a job, you're there to make a difference.
I love it. Okay, so our listeners about to walk into that interview, they're feeling good, they're prepped. What's that one question, that one thing they should keep in mind as they're talking?
Here's one. How can I really show, not just tell, why I'm the perfect fit for this role, for this company?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not enough to just say the right thing, right?
Right.
You got to back it up with your experience, your enthusiasm.
Exactly.
So, to everyone out there getting ready for that big interview, remember, it's not about being perfect. Just be you. Bring your story, your passion, your energy, and you've got this. Go get 'em. We're rooting for you.